All right. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Who is the Morning Person? Starring not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Alex, it's not even morning over there.
I know, but that needs to be said. Hello.
Yay! Everyone's here. This isn't going to be crazy.
What is this nonsense?
Oh my God.
So, hi, everybody. You'll notice we have a full cast,
Don't get used to it.
and none of us are ready for this.
Are we ever?
How dare you?
Yeah,
We're more off the
to
rails when
accentuate
all of
that
us are
point,
here.
we all logged into the video conferencing software, and most of us were like, wait, what level are we? Because we leveled up at the end of last session. Jody was like 6.
And
all of us were like,
nobody did
oh
it.
no! Oh.
I
They
had
got,
to
like-
leave immediately after last game.
They all got mad at me. They're like, dang it, we have to level up. I'm like, fine, no more levels.
No.
But I need to get my destructive trance on.
But now my learning is at 7.
Speaking of leveling up, you guys keep talking.
Aggressive learning. Hi, guys. Welcome to Realms of the Wild. Announcements. If you're watching us, thank you for tearing your eyes away from either the new Star Wars game or the new Pokemon game,
Or the
Long
new
enough
Star Wars show.
or the new Star Wars show.
Mandalorian is so good.
Baby Yoda!
Angelique worked on it. Sorry.
Ilea,
Really?
you're the absolute
Yeah.
worst.
She helped make some of the miniatures.
By the way, I haven't been able to watch the new show. I've just been seeing pictures of Baby Yoda
You're
all
still
over
the
my
absolute
Twitter.
worst.
I
That's
expect
true. That's
such
a bit
words
of a-
from Elias. He hates me.
So
Especially when I
thank
sing.
you for choosing us as your entertainment source. We know you have lots of choices in entertainment, and we appreciate you choosing Zelda Universe. When leaving the plane, make sure to disembark fully.
Exits can be found at the rear, at the sides.
Take a look now to see which one is nearest to you. It might be behind you.
Announcements. Zelda Universe had their podcast recently, but they've actually they interviewed. I'll let Alex explain this because he actually knows what it is.
So if you listen to the last episode of the podcast, you'll know that we did an interview with HMK that Peyton did about the Breath of the Wild sequel. We have now made that interview its own video that's on the Zelda Universe YouTube channel. And so if you want to listen to that, it's about 40 minutes long. It is available for you there to listen to as well.
So yeah, long story short, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, you should be, because they keep coming out with cool stuff.
We do. And, you know, we've hit 100,000 subscribers and we want to try to go for the next big milestone.
That's
So
1 million.
we have a lot of stuff planned.
What's the next big
1
milestone?
million.
1 million.
Yeah.
But also if we, you know, we're going to start maybe doing incentives when we hit a certain thresholds, possibly. So I'm just saying, subscribe.
Also subscribe to
Other than that, does anyone have personal things?
I'm
Yes.
streaming tomorrow
Yay!
on my own channel. I know it's been forever. It's homework for a class, so I get to actually do it. Come by. I think I'm gonna play Broforce and talk about the hypermasculinity
I
and
love Broforce
like
so much.
and all of the fun present there. It'll be
I'm trying to figure out why the hell my internet's being stupid, because I'm on internet through Ethernet, except it's telling me I have no internet because I don't have Wi-Fi. Thanks, Windows.
Fun. So
Turn your Wi-Fi off.
I have
Yeah.
2 things.
go for it.
Number 1 is that shortly after this, at 2 p.m. Pacific time, I'm in what might be my last Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament match.
Oh, yeah.
that I'm still
Of
in.
your
So
of
that'll
your
be
career,
that'll be
or-
well, no, of the tournament.
He's retiring.
Because I'm in the losers bracket, and it's
oh.
I have to win or die. So that'll be on A Speed Gaming channel. Secondly, our wealth level goes up, right, Jody?
Sure. We've been using money a lot in this
Yeah.
campaign, so
Great. I just wanted to make sure we got richer. Continue.
yeah.
Wait,
definitely.
so are we wealth level 4 now?
5.
5.
Wait,
I have
all
not
of
been
us?
putting it up.
I haven't been putting it
wealth
up.
level is based on your character level in Open Legend.
Well, shiver me timbers.
That's news.
I got new monies.
Honestly, my wealth level should
Oh,
be
fuck.
higher because Zolta is.
There
I'm
are
not talking about who she is. Yeah, I agree. So
there are feats you can take specifically to increase your wealth level based on things like being born into money.
Is
Must
that
be
something
nice.
like upper class? That's one of my perks is being
Yes,
upper
and
class.
Possible upper
Kess
class?
now has research funding from herself.
Must be
It's
nice.
very generous
No,
for
she won a
grants.
grant.
She got a grant from herself.
So anyway, I actually watched the tail end of Elias's last tournament match, and he's really good, guys. Like, it's really impressive. I had no idea he was competitively doing this, and yeah, so go support Elias.
As Elias is
You're gonna be
looking
really
down.
mean and be like, I had no idea he was good at something.
I didn't think he was actually good at something.
He is in the loser bracket, but
To be fair, my first match was against the top seed because I was the bottom seed, and it was a slaughter.
I'm trying to compliment my friend, comes out as a diss. Story of my life.
I mean, mood.
Anyway, I think that's all the announcements, unless you guys have anything else. Cool.
I have nothing.
Then let's dive right back into the realms of the wild.
This is not the Twilight Zone.
One of our fans should make us a really cool intro. Just saying.
if they want to.
Please tweet it at Zelda Universe on Twitter.
We have a really cool intro. It's Jody going, Realms of the Wild.
And then someone doing a random theme song from an old TV show.
Nope.
Challenge accepted when I have time.
Yeah, good luck.
Assuming that any of us ever have time
Good
for
luck.
anything.
I had
Yeah.
to write a 9,000 word paper this weekend.
I have to sleep.
I don't know what that word is.
I have things.
It's not like
No, I do have a hard out at 11, so we should actually start the game because I have to get to an audition.
It's 11:14 here.
Shit. In Ailea's time zone, I'm gonna be late.
Kiri
It's
really likes to
12:14 here.
maximize.
You're really
So-
late.
Anyway.
Oh, why does that give me anxiety? That's a joke and it's not real.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Ever since I think it was Kiri that mentioned somebody counts every time I go, so anyway, to try and get us back on task.
That
Every
should be
time
a
I
drinking
say
game,
that,
but
I
don't
have a
drink
little
irresponsibly.
check mark in my
One
head.
of these days, we're gonna do a very long stream, and that will be a thing near the evening.
Yeah.
Just like, all right, drinking game starts now, and we'll just.
But
keep
we're
that.
also drinking, and
Oh,
so it just
yes.
gets worse as it goes on.
Remember,
No,
kids,
no,
please
no.
drink
We
responsibly.
would be the ones playing that game. I would not wish that on our viewers.
So anyway,
Ding.
Speaking of,
you guys just
oh, wait.
destroyed a city core, closed a rift, and we're able to make it back to the Goron, who said that Pierre's the debt and technically the debt of the what race is he now? My brain is
The
gone.
Rito.
Goron.
Rito. The
Twilight.
Rito themselves has been paid, and the Goron would be open to opening up diplomatic relations with them again if they ever return to the world.
You know, if they're not all dead.
Yes.
So that's where we were last week. I believe you guys are still in the Goron city.
Yeah, we
I have Bool.
we talked about how to let the Rito know that the Gorons weren't beefing with him anymore. And
Talked about if we should let them.
right, that
know.
too, because then Pierre was like, "Oh, they hate me too. It might be a whole other new thing if we go there." And so I remember the last thing I did at the last session was I turned to Kess and said, "Hey, do you think you could program one of these Tektites to deliver a letter to the Rito?"
And that's where we ended.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I definitely think I could do that.
sure.
You
Give
think
me a
we could?
logic check?
I said that, and then Jody was like,
Also-
"And we're done."
Also, is Bool up and running? Because since I was not here last game, I assumed that was
Oh,
what I have been spending my
he-
entire time on.
Didn't he like?
Did you kill him while I was gone?
No, he like.
They ate him with a nice Chianti and fava.
Yep. Okay.
That was my attempt. It didn't work.
I was actually going to mention, Kess. I don't know if you've chosen your feat for this level, but there is a feat that gives you a companion. If you wanted Bool or a facsimile of Bool to join you on your ventures, that could be a route you could go.
Didn't Bull?
I just realized that we get feats for every level.
Yepers.
I
You
have
haven't
a
been
lot
doing
of
that at all.
unused points in feats right now.
So feel free while we're playing, just kind of go through and find stuff. But if you would like a permanent companion,
How many is that?
I believe it has multiple levels. I don't have it memorized. But
Question.
let me
Would that
finish that
Okay, sorry.
thought first. If I'll link the Open Legend page.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't automatically search in the pick thing. Okay. Yes. All right. But I will make that check for you. It was the logic. Ta ta ta.
Yeah.
Come on. There you go. 18. Boo.
It's still pretty good. Yeah. Modifying a Tektite to travel to a specific place is not difficult, and because it can climb on vertical surfaces, there's nothing stopping it from getting there. It's just a very long road,
All right.
so it
that's
will
fair.
take time.
That's fine.
So
We won't be
question.
here anyway.
Can you do it, Kess?
She's already done it.
Oh. That's cool.
So really quickly, Kess, companion has 3 levels. They're 2
Yeah,
points.
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
You don't have to slow down for me. I'm sorry.
Not a problem.
Hey, Pierre,
Good, I won't.
maybe you should be the one that writes the letter, or if they hate you, maybe it should be Elder Jeff. We should get him to write the letter. I don't know. That's up to you.
You guys get the internet working again. They can just email.
Baby steps.
Me, as I'm trying to figure out what drivers I need from TP Link to get my shit working.
I just
Huh,
want to find
internet.
out if companion means that you can take them through the portals.
That would be something we'd have to discover as we play. But generally, if you have the companion feat, they are considered a part of your character. So at the very basic level, I would say yes, we would have to create a way in game for that to work.
Speaking
So
of,
then
how
I can
is
find Gary?
Gary or Terry or whatever? This is?
I think right now it's Larry.
Oh, okay.
Correct me if
Yeah,
I'm
it's
wrong.
Larry. I thought
But-
Gary was in the
Gary
normal.
Yeah, Gary's OG. Jerry
God,
is
it's in here.
second,
Good
and
lord.
Larry is the third.
Why do we have 3? We've only been to 2
Because I
realms.
can't take. No, and like there's been weird stuff that's happened where I tried to take Gary through, and then I found a Jerry, and then in another like movement we found a Larry.
Okay, all right.
So
Keep thinking it's the same lizard.
I won't to will. How dare you?
So anyway, with that,
I mean,
Take a shot.
I guess like it might seem better if it is from the elder.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go ask him to write the letter then.
so
Waddle,
Runa,
waddle.
Wank,
Thank you for the sound effects.
wank, wank. So Runa goes to the elder and
Curie is so excited right now.
I wish I had her caffeine level.
There is no hurt, only bull.
And I'm clipping that. Thank you.
I'm really excited about it. He's a tier 3. We'll talk about it later. I'm sorry.
And that was when they invented K-Mail. Thank
This sounds to me like Curie gets a legend point.
Yep. I'll give her a legend point for there is no hurt, only bull is amazing.
God damn it.
That will be the vanity description that shows up every time. Sorry, guys.
So,
Hey.
Aruna, remind me, you guys actually left Bool in the computer.
Right,
core,
yeah.
right?
The computer core needed to be like functionally programmed to
Don't
be
worry,
reset. But,
Kess.
yeah.
We're fixing it. So technically, the companion you have, we can go one of two ways. It can be Bool 2 or, an extra Bool, or you can have a hologram, not really a hologram, but he can transmit to you, and we'll figure out inter-realm transmissions in a bit. So do you want Bool, or do you want...
So in this case, he would not necessarily be with me, but we'd be talking all the time.
Well, no, you would have a
Okay.
physical companion. The question you have is this a separate unit, or is
I
this
like
actually
the idea of
Bool?
his conscious being stored elsewhere,
Okay,
because then I can just re-upload him
yeah,
if
I'm
something happens.
That's not terrifying.
Yes, it is.
fine with that. I will say, as far as limitations, in order to get the latest firmware, you will have to be in this realm. So
Oh,
if
screw
you-
that.
No. Let me finish.
Okay.
So if something gets destroyed or something, in order to recreate him, you'll have to jump back over here just to get him to download it again. But beyond that, he'll work the way you think. Does that make sense?
It does. I'm debating now if I want to actually just have him with me rather than have him uploaded.
Not unless you
You
create a
will
thing
still
to
have
access it remotely.
physical form for him, because companion is an actual character.
Yeah, no, it's me more just going like, oh, if he dies and like is destroyed past like going back here, screw it. No, I'm good.
Okay.
I will be unselfish, and if he like dies, then at least he'll still be able to help the city core and all that jazz until he takes over and then lets me assume the throne I was always meant to be on.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you
So
mean?
anyway,
Cass and Zoltar are from the same world, right?
Yep.
mhm.
I feel like we can definitely like create two empires.
Two empires.
You know how
both are, like,
empires work?
in fair Hyrule when we lay our
Yes, there can be multiple empires at a time. We're just gonna
I
choose which
see
other
you,
things to
Kiri,
take
with
over.
that
Not for
shit.
long.
Damn it, Kiri.
So wait,
Shut
which one of
up.
you is the Capulet and which one of you is the
Okay.
Montague?
Neither. I'm the winner.
yes.
This isn't a
God fucking damn it.
tragedy or a comedy. It's an I win. No marriage, no death. I win.
She already gave Zolta a ring.
It's true.
Back the fuck up, Shakespeare. There's a
This
new
might
queen
be a
in
more
town.
of a truth the third sort of thing.
So anyway,
God damn
Aruna with Jeff.
Oh, right. Yes.
Um,
Excuse me, Elder Jeff. I know that we just like said our final goodbyes and everything, but we have to go somewhere that's not where the Rito are. So Cass, in her infinite Tektite steampunk wisdom, was able to program a Tektite to travel to the Rito HQ. And we figured that you could let them know that y'all aren't beefing anymore by writing a letter and attaching it to the Tektite so that it can go that way.
Is this all a common Goron slang? Beefing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. So beefing comes from the fact that cows, whenever you cook them, come from beef. I actually learned it from Hylians because we just.
I
eat
was
rats
gonna
here.
say, you don't eat cow.
I'm a very cultured Goron, okay? Anyway, that's where that comes from.
Cultured in quotes.
I mean,
Goron
he
was
was
the
a trader. Like, he would go around and trade with people, so technically, I guess he is cultured.
That's an accurate depiction of my backstory, Zolta. Thank you. By the way, what's yours?
What?
take your legend point,
By the way, what's
Aruna. That was,
Elias, why?
oh my, that was
Why
brilliant.
everything? Oh God. Anyway.
Okay. He says yes.
Great.
Next.
Next. Okay.
Wow.
Well, I guess we should figure out how to go. Hey, how do we get back to y'all's Hyrule?
We have no
Well,
idea.
How did we get here before?
Well, we got here through the one we closed. We need to go back through that one, and then I guess we'd have to go through the thing we originally fell through. There's a lot of backtracking.
Yeah.
Well, let's just start going back from where we came from and let's see if we can find something.
We also fell into a field.
Runa gets silent because he just got an open registration.
What? Oh.
Damn it.
So Runa suddenly becomes comatose until he tries to get his SDCC tickets.
This is a
Right.
great question from
I
him.
forgot.
Hold
I forgot
on.
about that.
Can the wand work like a divining rod and point you towards the nearest portal?
Ooh, yeah, good question.
Fantastic question.
From
That would be
Imp.
something the characters would have to experiment with.
Hey, who's got the wand?
I do. It's mine.
Let me take it real quick.
No.
Please.
Why?
I have an idea. Really stupid idea, but it's an idea.
I need you to explain this
Oh,
idea
look,
to
I have
me.
a shiny. Zolta, look at this shiny. It might have a lot of power in it. Woo!
No, I need this idea explained
Look
to
at
me.
Look at it. Woo!
It's not as powerful as
Cool,
the
cool.
Trifork.
Go find
Maybe we can use it like a divining rod, and we can like get it to maybe point us in the right direction.
Are
Wait,
you
who has
gonna
a
do
trifork
anything
right
to it?
No. I was going to attempt to use it as a divining rod.
Zoltra hesitantly hands it over.
Cool.
Okay, Pierre, how are you going to do that?
Can I, since I realized I put a skill in that I didn't realize what it meant until last session, I want to see if I can use some of that Spidey sense, Pierre Bird sense thing to like imbue it into the rod wand to tell me exactly where it would tell us to go. See if I can imbue that knowledge into it and see if I can get anything out of it.
For those who weren't here last time, Pierre accidentally made himself psychic.
Without realizing it, mostly because I put something in, I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. And then didn't realize it until like last week or last session that was what it meant. Because I'm smart, except I'm not.
Sorry, I have no idea what's going on. Say that one more time. My brain is gone.
He wants to use his psychic powers and
yes.
channel them.
Since I have that now, I might as well see if I can try to utilize it.
Yeah. Make me a how do you, Kiri? I need you.
Yep.
How do you pronounce prescience correctly?
Would it be prescience?
I think
Oh,
that's it.
prescience.
Prescience.
Prescience?
Thank you.
I mean, I do like pre-science, but
Yeah, so do I. But
Well, there's some pre-science and some science and some post-science. You just described Kestrel's day.
so
that needs to be a short. A day in the life of Kestrel. Well, there's some pre-science. There's some science. There's some post-science. And then extra surprise science. It's lovely.
But what about
Oh.
second science?
Okay.
I don't think they know
That
about
too.
second science, Elia.
So I got a 12.
what about experiments? Theorems? They know about those.
Stop giving me ideas to make a series out of this with Kiri. Like if I ever fly to LA for anything, I am literally gonna make a series with Kiri for like a day of just a day in the life of Kes.
Of the most
It'll-
random shit, it will be a thing.
and it will be glorious at some point in my life. So
Hey,
I got
totally unrelated and whatnot. Just curious. So with like knowledge shit, can I just have a knowledge of mechanics? Or do
I
I
don't-
need specific mechanic per realm?
I will say Rito-Tech is different than Shika-Tech and Highland Tech.
Okay, so I would need one for each.
Because this is a feat, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
What's the feat?
Just knowledge. 1 through 3.
To be honest, I'd be fine with a first level knowledge, just being mechanical things in general.
Okay.
And if you want to go second or third, you would have to choose a specific tech type.
All right, cool.
Does that work?
Yeah. Carry on.
So 12.
So looking at it, there's still a lot you don't understand about how this works. But you start getting that strange kind of tingly feeling at the back of your neck. And at first, you instantly look around for something about to fall on you or kill you. And there's nothing there. But as you focus on the Trifork, you get that sensation again, but it's somehow different. And you can feel a slight pull almost, but it's so faint you can't tell a direction or anything. You think if you spend some time with it, you might be able to get to the point where you can use this ability, but it's going to take time.
Gotcha. Part of me wants to take that time, but I also understand it's going to take a much longer period of just more than just this moment.
Hey guys, I'm back from Goro Bucks. Thanks for letting me go get some Goron juice from Goron City. It really makes a big difference.
Did you get the
Stop
Goron
talking.
juice you want?
No, please
Yeah,
stop talking.
no,
about
yeah,
this.
I got the double foam latte version, which you can only get in a Goron
Yeah,
City.
but Goron Bucks really, I mean, you should have gone to the like little corner, Goron juice shop instead of the big, Goron Bucks conglomerate.
You're
they
right,
just-
voice from the sky. I'll do that next time.
As a random Goron just walks by with a
Talking
ponytail and glasses going,
Zolta doesn't.
well, actually,
Zolta
So they
doesn't
look
hear
like a
the
Goron
voice
version of
this
me.
guy.
Got it.
I is now concerned for Aruna's mental health.
Because before she was
Yeah,
fine.
right. But let's be clear. Zolta's always assumed there's been a problem with Aruna's mental health.
Aren't
She's
we
been-
all a little bit weird?
I don't know what you're
Zolta
talking about. I'm
sees
absolutely
everyone as
normal. Now
Yeah,
let me
a
hang
little
out
bit
with my
Zolta's
little
amazing.
friends.
Zolta's better than other people, but she isn't weird.
Everybody's different.
Anyway.
So what I missed, guys?
Fine. Well, I tried
Pierre
to
is looking at the Trifork longingly.
Oh,
wait.
should I leave?
And now Zolta is also worried about Pierre and reaches out to take the Trifork back.
Yeah, this is. I need to figure this out more. This ain't working, but we should still try it. Maybe use your powers for it.
Wait, but we figured out the Trifork at the last wound, even though we had figured out before and had just forgotten. Because it felt like it had been months since we last used it, even though it had only been weeks.
The metagaming, but up.
Imp, yes. I will leave it to Kiri to confirm that statement, but
I
that is
mean,
how
I
I
have said
not
it
wrong.
once. I've said it a million times. It's not a problem if you're really good at it.
technically not wrong.
It's not paranoia if they're actually following you.
I'm paranoid. Doesn't mean I'm wrong.
So anyway, yeah. So if you guys want to, spend another day or so in the Goron City or camps somewhere outside of it, Pierre can take the time he needs to learn how to use this new ability.
What time of day is it?
At this point, it's about midday-ish.
Why don't we actually like chill for a bit? I would like to actually see what things actually are like here instead of spending a day in a cell.
Gorons are pretty chill.
Well, I wouldn't know. I was literally thrown in with cell the last time we spent the night here, so I would like to maybe have a different experience.
What about the last time you were here? Like when you were in the army or special Rito Ops forces or...
We were in camps outside of the cities,
Oh.
first of all.
Wow, you guys... Okay, yeah.
I think we should spend as much time in this realm as possible.
Is that because you're trying to avoid going back to your realm to avoid confronting your past?
Both Cass and I are being hunted in our realm, if you don't remember.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know what we should do? We should figure out a way to disguise ourselves so when we do have to go back, that's not a problem.
We should look into disguises. I heard the
We're
Gerudo have
gonna
good
wander
ones.
around.
Ooh.
'Cause,
That's true. We could go to
We
the
are
Gerudo
very
and
much
talk to
kill
them.
on sight back where we live. It's not a great life.
We could actually talk to the Gerudo. That might not be a bad idea.
Well, I don't know about you, but
Jody, what is the mindset in our world on Gerudo?
They're not fondly looked upon,
But they're not actively hunted?
No, they don't show up outside of the desert. They're very separatist group. They don't even really trade. So,
but if they did, they wouldn't be like hunted.
no, it's the shadow hunters specifically look for River Zora, which is any Zora they decide they don't like, and Sheikah.
Cool.
Those are who they actively, because there's an actual bounty on both of those.
Hey, Jeff, my man. Got any henna?
I love how you guys have an entire city, metropolis almost. The only person you talk to, leader.
You know
Two
what?
are the
I
most
also
comfortable.
appreciate saying the way
If
you
he's
like.
gonna hold Pierre responsible for everything his people did, I'm holding him responsible for everything I need from his people. It's reciprocity.
I
doesn't
also
get a chance to talk to the higher born people that much anymore, considering her company, and would like to keep talking to Jeff.
I also just want to just not gloss over the way Kiri just handled that. Jeff, man, got any henna? I love you so much, Kiri.
But also,
This is what happens when I'm awake during this.
wow.
This is lovely.
Kess, I don't think henna's gonna be enough for me.
No, we'll figure
Gestures
you
at
out. But I'm
teal
gonna. I
skin.
got an idea that's really easy to deal with me. All right, I'm gonna
Great.
take my lovely fish wife and be like, okay, we're gonna go figure some stuff out. You let us know when you've got the fork.
I
We've
would like to
got
point
your
out
forks
that is
together.
canon now.
Oh yeah.
Get me some cool looking clothes if you could swing it.
Guys, I might be legit into Zoltan.
I'll just be here.
New York.
I was rewatching The Good Place last night.
Oh, yay!
If
So
you
we're
find
gonna
some
go.
cool like Gerudo like things, if they happen to have them here for some reason, let me know.
Wait,
Okay.
are they going
what-
to the Gerudo?
Just clothes in general, or do you need specific appearance and clothes?
If you guys are disguising yourselves, I'm game to join. Why not?
I have no reason to disguise myself unless you think I would be
Cool.
hunted too.
Nope.
Great.
All right. So I'm going to look around at disguisey things for my fish wife, but also I would like to find something like red clay or whatnot that will dye my hair. Because if I can hide my ears, the rest of me will very much look like a Gerudo. If I am careful.
So with Goron, they don't generally have a lot of hair. So
No, I know that, but like they're underground, and red clay is also underground. It is a thing I
No.
could probably make.
what I'm saying is you're gonna have to make it yourself as
Oh,
opposed to
that's fine.
finding someone. So that would be in. I have to remember what the abilities are. Curses.
Foiled again.
I would say a perception check to find the right stuff and a learning check to know what would be the right stuff.
All right. At least look like I am not a frickin' I could probably pass as a Hylian.
You could.
It just needs to not have white hair.
Sheikah and Hylian look very similar, except I believe Sheikah have the darker skin than
Yeah,
the
but, like,
average Hylian, but
If you're out in
Hylian
the
skin
sun
tones.
a lot,
Well, and skin tones in general vary massively. So
Indeed.
it's kind of like
be
if
racist people in the
Indubitably.
chat.
well, no, it's the idea like Italian skin tones are different than like Scandinavian, but you can still get the dark skinned Scandinavian people.
Okay.
In short,
Wait, I'm making
melanin is
what-
a thing.
what is
Races
my-
are not.
What is my check? Sorry.
I need a learning first and then perception.
All right.
You know, the thing you just put up this is 7.
I'm gonna use one of my legend points on it because I can.
Why not?
29.
Of course.
I'm real
So-
learned.
You don't think clay is going to have the dye properties you're looking for? However, you think with enough other minerals and things like that, you can come up with a pretty decent dye for the color you want with the clay.
Cool. All right. Go, powers of perception. Let's be searching for things. Go, powers of perception. 24 without even any advantage roll.
I am such a Power Rangers nerd.
No.
You get a legend point for using the Power Rangers.
Dang.
When you hear the first 3 notes, do you wonder if it's going to go into Power Rangers or Kim Possible?
No, because I never really liked Kim Possible.
I really like the theme song. It's catchy, and I'm okay with it going into either. But every time you have it, I'm like, yeah. Which is
It depends on the pitch of it though, because you can tell which one is
You
which.
can, but like my brain will like take a moment every time because they're similar enough that I'm like, wait.
That's
Especially because I
fair.
had a friend who had her text ringtone was I think it was Power Rangers, but because it was just the first, I'd be like,
Oh,
Yeah,
fair.
Yeah. Is it the bum, bum, bada?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. So 29 and 24. Have I found my ingredients?
Yeah, it's going to take probably a day or so of experimenting to see the things that work right. But
Cool. Now I gotta figure out stuff for Zolta.
While you guys are doing that, can I continue to try to like do precedence things?
yeah,
Precedence?
so with roll 20, with the idea of every roll matters, the 12 wasn't a failure. It just wasn't high enough, so it had to change something. And so that 12 basically means it's going to take you a day to do this instead of a few minutes to an hour.
Gotcha. So I passed the check. It's just there's nothing I
Technically,
need to
you failed the check, and failure meant it takes longer.
do. Okay, but I don't need to do anything additional for it.
Nope, you're done. The check is done.
Chill.
Kiri.
Those of you that don't have chat open,
Could you read that in my voice? Could you hear it?
It's on brand for you.
do you want to read your text, Kiri? Because that
Okay,
was
okay.
brilliant.
Tell me if this is too obvious. What if we just write not a river Zora on your forehead, and I misspelled right because I'm in a weird mood.
You know what? Tracks. It's brilliant.
Not a river Zora.
I
Done.
think the second that I zap the life energy out of anything, I think that the jig will be up.
Then don't do it.
I'm not a river Zora, but they're still going to think that I am.
Well, what? Wait,
Look, more backstory. Now you know I'm not actually a river Zora.
Aha.
So
Okay.
Finally,
Tess,
somewhere.
you would know this.
Cool.
River Zora is just the name they give to the Zora that allied with Ganon. There are Zora that live in rivers instead of lakes and the ocean. There's nothing different about them. They don't even look different. And not all of the river-dwelling Zora actually joined Ganon. It is quite literally just something they use to punish people they don't like.
Oh, I know, but Aruna keeps,
Yeah,
Aruna
100%.
keeps calling me evil, though. So I would like to point out that I was not aligned with Ganon.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's quite literally a witch hunt. Same basic principle of I'm going to call you a witch, and then we can do, bad things to you or any other.
Maybe
I mean,
bad things will happen to you first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Literally any other, to use the right term, witch hunt in history. It's the same basic principle of there's nothing that differentiates them. It's just an excuse for shadow hunters to attack them. With Sheikah, you are actually a different race. But they will still accuse Hylians of being Sheikah that aren't in the same manner.
Fun place.
I mean,
Yeah.
there was Sheikah who are who sided, and there are those who did not. Still,
Yeah, it's like there. It wasn't an entire race that just joined him. It was individual choices, and it always has been. However, if you want to hurt someone, it's much easier to make broad generalizations than to actually realize individuals have the ability to choose.
So are we sure we want to go to our realm?
Don't we
Well,
have to?
there's
we
a
have stuff to
wound
heal
there.
stuff.
I mean, we could just leave it
And
for
let's be
Brayak, but
honest,
we would have to
Zulta,
give
they're
him
never
the
gonna get
Triforce.
it done without us.
That-
I mean,
true.
true.
Wow.
That is fair.
I mean, we carried this battle.
You guys are still.
And you were kind of mentally checked out for a lot of it. So
You
that's
know, sometimes
did
you
my
just
best.
got to turn off the brain and go for it.
I'm sorry. I love you all.
Hey, how's that notebook, Cass? You were writing a lot of notes while we were in that city.
Yeah.
Well,
She was
I have
making
it.
her designs for Bool.
I was making my designs for Bool, and also I would like to point out when I looked up from those notes, I fucking kicked booty.
Yeah. I just was wondering in the notes.
Oh, yeah,
Have
no.
to kill so
This book
many
is just like
shadow
this.
hunters.
Yeah, she's been adding pages to it.
They're still shopping away from us, right? By the way,
Yes. Yes.
we shouldn't technically be talking to them. Okay, great.
We shouldn't.
But
Maybe I'm talking. Oh, here we go. I left Bool with you,
Yeah.
and I've got a walkie-talkie that turns him into a phone.
So you just have like Bool, but Kiri, Kess's voice.
So Bool's just like, and Kess's voice is coming. I have never had to hide a Sheikah before. Maybe there's a magic thing we could do?
We could ask Impa.
Let's not ask Impa.
She seemed to know a lot about a lot.
I just have a feeling that if we go back to our world, we're going to end up having to kill a lot more people than we have here or in
Why?
the last world.
Because they'll be
Because
trying
they're
to kill us
hunting us.
first.
Oh, but wait. If we kill people, won't their doppelgangers die in the other realms like the one person we killed?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's how it works.
I mean, it did at the very beginning, and I got in trouble, but not really because we hit it.
Right, yeah, you
if
got
we
away
go
with
back
murder,
to the
but
first episodes, yeah.
Surprisingly, the GM has been keeping track of that.
I
Maybe
haven't
we've just
been.
managed to kill all of the shadow hunters in our world by killing things in these other worlds.
but how would we know who are the shadow hunters in your world? Do you
If
recognize
they
all of them?
attack you, they're a shadow hunter.
Right, but they're not. They won't attack you in the other realms. Also, they're innocent in the other realms, so that's morally bad.
You don't know that they're innocent. They're just not shadow hunters.
Okay, Zoltan.
You don't know their
want to talk about
lives.
not innocent.
We don't know their lives, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Link, you finally joined us. Finally.
I
How was
my
your sleep?
God.
a relatively new gaming keyboard that almost got covered in juice. I hope you're
What happened?
happy.
Welcome to Realms of the Wilds, everyone. If you haven't pressed that follow button for Zelda Universe, make sure that you are following the channel. Subscribe if you can. And remember that the YouTube channel for Zelda Universe is trying to get to 1 million subscribers. So go on and after the show, head on over to YouTube and press that subscribe button.
Leah's a better
I can have
publicist than we
legend
are.
I mean,
I'm a good hype woman.
Is hey guys, how did we figured out how we're gonna try to get to your guys' place yet? Because you don't seem to know how.
Nope.
You're supposed to be looking into that.
Oh,
I'm working on it.
is that why he's caressing the Trifork like he is?
He doesn't
Oh.
have the Trifork anymore. I took it.
Oh,
He literally can't keep learning without it. So if you want to do that, that stops.
Look, here's the
His
thing. I
ability.
took it before I was carried away by my Sheikah wife.
Fish
so
wife! Give him
I'm
the-
your fish wife. You're not my fish wife.
No, I'm just saying you. Fishwife.
Yeah.
Give
yeah.
him back the Trifork.
We're not in the same area anymore. We got to dye your
We're
hair.
gonna walk back. I'm like putting stuff in my hair so we're walking.
why do you just go in chat and say, "Can I have a legend point"? Does that work?
Apparently.
Because I broke everyone with Link.
Uh huh.
No,
I mean-
she said I can has legend point. Very different.
Legally distinct.
I've never broken a chat with a broken Link before. It's a hyperlink, you guys.
Where?
Oh no.
The grimacing from Elias is actually leaking into Aruna at this point. He doesn't know why he's
I
grimacing. but
regret
he
nothing.
is.
I'm funny.
It's man, Elias is going true method. Very brave.
All right.
If
all right,
you would
all
like to send Zolta a legend point, she needs 2 more to reach the next 10 number of legend points.
What?
So-
look, I have 3.
All right, guys.
Zolta is
Let's keep
trying
moving.
to amass a fortune
Let's
of
move
legend
on.
points.
Aruna,
Yes. Jody.
take a
DM.
legend point from Lykios. Aruna cause rocks.
Yes, rocks. That's
If
now my
you-
second legend point total.
And then Kess,
Oh no, hair.
because I love bad puns, legend point from Lykios.
Lykeos, why would you do that? Don't reward pun behavior.
Always reward pun behavior.
What's the internal temperature of a tauntaun?
Don't,
Lukewarm.
don't.
God damn it.
You guys know pun intended is a pun on unintended.
Yes.
Damn it.
I'm about to just kill off Aruna by having him jump off the cliff. And then just-
And Aruna eats a live bomb.
I don't know if that would.
And
kill
that's
it.
the
It
end
probably
of
wouldn't.
Realms. Good night.
I feel like that's what he
It
does.
would
when
knock
he
him
wants to have some
unconscious, and then he'd
spice.
see a great fairy, and then the great fairy would say, "Not so fast."
And it would be like Yo's doing it because
Yeah.
The great fairy like you.
Okay, so have you given Pierre back the Trifork?
Since my Sheikah
I have an
wife
hour
made
left.
me, yes.
hooray.
I'm
I can do
keeping
things.
an eye on it. I promise.
Cool. So Pierre, I don't know what
Yep.
you're doing, but I believe in you.
I'm gonna figure things out to the best that I can.
I
Don't
have
heard it.
some confidence.
I'm
in
not
that
gonna.
statement.
We need this.
Is there anything I should be doing right now, guys, or am I just not needed for?
Figure out how to hide me, like disguise me.
Disguise you?
Yes.
So,
Hmm.
question. Do
Mhm.
you have any costumes of if you wanted their Gorons? Is that a thing? Could we make it a thing? Could I make it a thing?
Oh, also on that note,
And
would I
thus
also
did
have any?
Kess start the Goron cosplay community.
No. Hear me out here. So, like, they're like kind of rock-like, right?
Yeah, we're pretty rock-like.
I made something like out of a paper mache like material that I could put her in and cover with like clay, and I'm getting all DIY on this
You
shit.
guys
but
would
it
be
might-
pretty short Gorons.
She would, but you could say she was a child and we could talk down to her.
I like this plan.
I will just. I could just
Also-
Emily Aruna for everything.
Just
We
what?
want rock.
Also,
Like rock. Zolta want rock tea?
Your name would not be Zolta. It would be Boron.
also, second question on that, because Pierre is a bard that travels, would I also have like some random outfits that I could also give to them as disguises?
I mean, that's true. He's a bard. Why did we ask the bard?
Because he's been
It only
caressing his
just
patchwork
came to
all
my
day.
attention.
The bard is staring at a fork. I don't know.
Go through my pack, see if there's
I like-
something. I don't know.
I also
The-
like the double meaning of boron being both rhyming with Goron, but
Thank
also
you.
being an element.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Join us
Cass?
for Second Science at 11.
Coming soon to Zelda Universe TV, sometime in the next 4 years.
It's gonna
What
wait
is
right
this? Why do I do
here.
this?
Mark Dad's 4 kids.
Oh God, don't even.
So anyway, Pierre, you spent a couple decades
Studying the
Convincing-
Trifork.
people you're a different person. So yeah, your costuming skills pretty up there. And you would have a few costumes for yourself that, again, Rito and Zorda physically are not that different dimension-wise.
Oh, they might be smarter.
Here,
You can go
throws pack. Go through my stuff. See if there's anything that fits. Cass, you too. See if there's anything that fits.
Can I try?
No.
Okay.
You will destroy all my clothes, so no.
Also, do
Zelda's
you
now
wear
in-
clothes?
I have a clothing piece on. I haven't been walking around naked, Kess. Are you blind?
You-
It's like you can't even see me.
It's like I
Oh,
can't
yeah,
even see
I
the
guess
bottom
you-
half of your character.
Oh yeah,
That's
I guess now
intentional.
that I'm looking at roll 20. Yeah, okay, you've got something on.
I literally just have like a green curtain that I wear.
Is this a kilt? What is this?
It's like a very like watered down.
Is this a loincloth with a sash? What's
Pretty much,
happening?
yeah. Like
It's Hyrule's Mr. Goron. Or Mr. Hyrule is probably the best thing.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, there's no Miss Human pageant. It's Miss America.
I realized that and altered my joke. I didn't say. Moving on.
If he's only wearing that much clothing, where does he hide these bombs?
Don't
oh, those are in
think
my
about
bond
it.
bag. I can carry a
No.
lot of bombs in here.
Oh, it's an actual bag. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh lordy.
So anyway,
How far we
the
fallen?
day comes to a close. However, if you want to make a disguise out of Pierre's stuff, I would just need a presence roll.
I can do that. Presents. I can't do that. I got a 9.
Oh no.
Yeah. What did I roll? A 6 and a 3.
Dope.
So, spending most of the day trying on different outfits and trying to find certain things, you do eventually make an outfit that has like headgear with a veil to kind of disguise your features, and it's kind of very flowing and very much looks to be in the kind of Zora style you're aware of. But to do that, you have destroyed basically all of Pierre's extra costumes.
Look, Zolta has never had to craft before. She's not very good at it. I can admit that.
I can always get more costume pieces. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Now it's Kessa's turn.
I'm good.
Her hair's already red.
Oh, right.
And
I thought you were both. Okay, cool. I'll maintain my disguise as a Goron.
Yeah, the white
So,
hair,
go
not super hard to deal with.
Ahead.
Your red eyes, though, are definitely a dead giveaway, though.
I've got goggles I can wear that hide them.
Mhm.
I guess.
Again,
There's
you
no other way I can really hide that.
You
Do contacts exist in this
spent-
world?
No. You
Okay, I tried.
spent most of your life hiding the fact that you're Sheikah, so this isn't new for you.
Nope. If he's got something that looks like,
Is your chin okay?
I don't know why I do this, man. It's like my version.
I think it's delightful.
It's like a dab, but we're not fully going. I don't know.
A non-committal dab.
I drew attention to it in my last video. I was like, what am I doing? What is this?
Carrie's
I don't
mini
even
dab.
A mini dab.
Well, I funny and I really like it. I think
A
it's cool.
Dora dab. There you go.
Oh.
It's when you're
Dora
like,
dab.
I'm cute. No, I don't know. Is there anything in his lovely bag o' costumes that slightly resembles, say, Crowley's little sunglasses that have the sides on them that might look a little less suspicious than my goggles?
Maybe actually. I'm trying to remember what scene in that show those are from.
A lot of them.
Almost all of them.
God, I haven't.
Like
Yeah.
even in the Roman times, he had something fairly similar.
Mm.
So
Kids-
as far as having like sunglasses, not really. However, you do realize that if you were to wear something resembling armor, you could have a full face mask helmet that would make your eyes impossible to see.
That
More or
is a good
less
point.
Suspicious than me just wearing my goggles.
Yeah.
Well, again, if you were to have Zora looking armor, it's not uncommon for, or really just any official uniform looking armor. It's not uncommon at all for a wealthy Zora to have a personal bodyguard.
But isn't she hiding herself?
Well,
I
again, the
still look like a
stuff
Zora.
she's wearing is very fashionable, which hints at wealth. It hides her, but again, the Zora in your realm are the ruling class, so even the kind of peasants of them are going to be relatively well off.
Yeah.
It's up to you. I'm saying these are the things you have learned.
I think I'm gonna go with the goggles so that I don't have to take a helmet off when I'm eating, and thus very make it easy to go, oh hey,
Yeah, that's a good point.
And we're just gonna say that maybe I have some vision problems.
Hey, Pierre,
Yo,
is Zolta a common Rito name, or should we call Zolta something else?
I thought she was gonna still
I
be.
still look like Zora,
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you put on a Rito disguise kit.
but maybe we shouldn't call me Zolta.
Okay, what should we call you?
Why? Is it because you're infamous for where
Wait,
I'm from?
what if we call you, hey Pierre, what's your real name?
Vara.
What if we call you Varo?
I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
Do you like it more than dying?
I think that this is a false dichotomy.
That's a
I
very
think that
big
was just
word.
Just a question I asked you.
I think we can think of a better name before we end up going through the plot.
No, it's already in my head.
Too bad I'm not going to answer by that name.
Then be suspicious. You'll be suspicious.
You'll be
You'll be
suspicious.
suspicious.
You'll
Wait
be
a
suspicious.
second. I'm looking through.
Hi, random traveler. This is Aruna, Pierre, and whatever Zulta's name. Then Kes goes, Varo! And she calls me Varo for some reason. We haven't figured that out. She has a little tin can that followers her around. We just let her be her.
So, fun fact, when you look up Zora female names on Google, you find out that Zora is a female name of Slavic origin that means dawn.
Yup.
Really?
Yep.
The more you know.
Oh, shoot. Bull.
Oh, what
Zora
about
name
him?
generator.
He's keeping the city from exploding.
I know, but if I bring along a little analog of him, that might be a big. Oh, man.
I am choosing Lorana.
That's pretty.
It is also the last name in a Zora name generator. So I am choosing Lorana.
Thanks, Google.
Kes, because it's your creation, you do have the choice of how it looks and size. So if you wanted
Can you
it to
be small enough to like transform into a little cube I can put in my bag?
so wait a minute.
I want a transformer. Yes,
Kestrel
that's
is
what I'm
Dirk
asking.
Strider.
No, what I'm thinking
no.
is you have a little cube you can keep on your belt, and then when you're ready, you just throw it, and Babool comes out of it. Are you going to capture more small creatures?
Excuse me, I did not capture him. I brought him back to life.
If you watched Detective Pikachu, you would know that the Pokemon must also agree to go with you.
Yeah,
Not
he has to
capturing.
also choose you. And
Yeah.
Also, like half the anime episodes.
Correct. Like most of them.
And he's a healer, not a fighter, so I will not be throwing him into any other little robot fighting rings.
Not with
So
that
many.
attitude.
No, exactly not with that attitude. That's the point.
Only the most positive attitudes.
That's the exact attitude Kess wants.
Jody, we'd really like you to create an RPG for Zelda universe. And it's just, you'll have complete control and you can tell a really interesting story.
I never said
You
any
have-
of those words.
Look, you've been a DM long enough.
Like, here's the deal. I don't think anything was like that was said.
Even if it was, he's been a DM long enough to know the DM never has control.
Nina, I'll mention this story later of how my friends destroyed my own campaign in one go, but like even I know that, but also it's Elias and crew. You should have had the
So-
feeling when you signed up.
Yes. I'll say you can make a small companion that could fit in a like a messenger bag size thing. Transforming into a cube is going to be a little bit beyond.
I mean, it doesn't
your
have to be an
ability.
actual cube. It's more of like I want him compact enough that I can put him in my bag.
Yeah,
Especially because he's not necessarily always inhabiting it. If he's back at the thing, I can be like, when I just deactivate him there, it just means he's not broadcasting to me anymore.
I'm gonna say that making any sort of transforming ability is a little beyond your.
That's fair.
Technical.
He can just be small.
But yeah, but I mean, like Chihuahua sized or something, I'm fine with.
And now I'm just seeing Wool in like a side giant purse.
Kess
You know,
has
the little
created
chihuahua.
the Bool Air.
Look, you have Gary, Jerry, Larry.
Eventually we'll have Terry.
Oh no.
Hold on, I wanna make sure we hear that the joke, the Bool Air that Elias just made. The Bool Air available for your life. The small cost. God damn it, Elias.
Now that we've repeated the joke.
Yes, because I want to make sure no one heard it. Or everyone heard it.
He wanted to make sure no one heard it.
I listen. It's words.
So anyway,
Moving on.
after the day, Pierre, as you're
Yes.
focusing on the Trifork, and it's getting really late at this point, you're starting to feel like, just give it up. Let's go to sleep. Suddenly, you feel this very strong pulling, and your vision shifts, and it starts rushing along the ground, and then you're out of Goron City, and you're flying through the air, incredible speeds, and you just keep going, and finally you arrive at Lake Hylia, and you see kind of a wrinkle in reality there, and just like that, you're back in Goron City.
Guys, I know where we need to go.
To the
Now
power
Zolta
realm.
takes back the Trifork.
Lake Hylia. We got to go to Lake Hylia.
Okay.
That
Hey!
That was weird.
Oh, wait,
I
what
was
happened?
like, so I saw I was like flying
That's not new.
like at like Mach speeds.
Oh,
You damn rock. Listen to me. And I somehow made it to the edge of Lake Hylia, and I just saw this wrinkle in just the middle of the area. We got to go to Lake Hylia.
was there a bridge?
Do I remember a bridge?
Good question, because I'm thinking of the wrong Lake Hylia right now.
Did
Because
you just give me the wrong description?
Oh no, not at all. I just have to remind myself of what it looks like.
This is when I remind all of the players that swimming is a feat. It costs 1 point.
not for Gorons.
I don't
Really?
remember. I'd be research should be fine. So,
I
is
don't
there
know
a
swimming.
bridge? Oh, mighty DM.
Yes, very large bridge.
Yeah, there was a large bridge.
Great. Does it take us where we need to go? Because I'm a really bad swimmer. I usually just sink. I can hold my breath for a long time, but eventually I have to stop.
Was the tear specifically like near the bridge?
You just saw the whole area kind of wrinkling.
I don't know, but we're gonna have to find out.
Okay.
Iron for that.
Well,
So, in the morning, we should start making our way over to Lake Hylia.
okay.
Trying to figure out how far we are from there.
We're kind of far.
Yeah, because we're in the mountains.
Well, if we were in the Courage, if we were in my high roll, we would be pretty far. I don't know if it's closer here.
Is the layout of everything the same in each world?
Yes. Obviously, the land itself is the same. Settlements will be different, but the land itself is the same.
Cool. One moment.
Okay.
Go
Death
into
Mountain is the
zeldamaps.com.
Death Mountain's in the same place. Hylea's in the same place.
Cool. Where are the labels for?
Literally, just
All
look
the
for a
things
giant
and-
lake and a giant mountain.
It's
There's, like,
south of
50.
Hyrule
The
Field.
volcano is in the northeast corner of the map.
I know. I'm staring at the Zelda Maps map of Breath of the Wild, and apparently nothing is actually labeled on the map unless you look at the actual
Don't even
things,
worry about
which
it.
is. Do I usually take the
Anyway,
notice?
So we're you guys are in the north end of Hyrule in general, and you need to go basically to the opposite side, the south.
Correct.
Okay, I guess we should go to sleep and then gear up in the morning and then travel across the nation.
Yep.
Is this a
Sounds
nation here?
great.
don't
Oh,
know.
I see where like Hylia is now. Okay. We need to go across the realm.
Yep, that's what I just said.
So
No one
Let's
listens
go.
to you.
See
So-
you guys in the morning.
see it, and then we
Okay.
go to bed.
Sleep. Day passes. Zulta has her disguise. Kess has her disguise. Aruna does
Tess and Zolta
not
have both dissed these guys.
Hey,
What are you talking about? My disguise hasn't even faltered the entire time we've been together.
which you guys don't realize. So Runa is actually a 6-year-old Hylian girl.
I don't know what you're talking
That's right.
about, Tess.
You don't.
move over, M. Night Shyamalan.
What a twist.
What?
Okay.
Hey. I'm gonna go find the Goron guard that's like that we've
You?
talked to. Yeah.
Hi, Aruna.
Hi, guard whose name I forgot because we've only talked a few times. I just wanted to let you know that we're going to be heading out, but we want to thank you for your hospitality, except for, throwing one of our people in jail. But it sounds like he kind of deserved it. I don't really know what happened there. Anyway,
Oh, well, I was just doing my job because that's what Elder Jeff told me to do.
right, no, it was
But I
totally his
com-
fault.
Yeah, I think you're kind of right, especially since you guys went and did that whole thing to kind of make up for it. I mean,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have done that if it wasn't his fault.
Well, we actually probably were going to do it anyway, but it kind of worked out that you guys wanted us to do it, so it was good. Anyway, yeah, we're going to go, but it's nice to know that you guys are good now with your Tektite helper army, and yeah, tell everyone else we said bye.
That's a lot of people. I probably won't be able to get to every single person today.
Oh, it doesn't have to be today.
Probably
it could be
like
over like
this
a week.
week
yeah,
even.
that makes
Like,
more
there's
sense.
a lot of Goron that live here. Like, this
Uh-huh.
is probably a couple months of work.
Oh, by the way, if you ever see Pierre's friend, Maria, tell her that we said bye and thanks and, all the same stuff.
Maybe I should write this down.
You should probably
Can you
write it
just
down.
Hold on a
Okay,
second.
sure.
And he goes off and picks up a slab of rock and just starts using chalk on it.
It's really weird how you're writing on food, but yeah, okay. Got all
Fine.
that? Good.
I'm assuming this one has like rocks that you designate for eating and designate for writing, obviously.
We write on paper, Pierre. We're not barbarians.
Sure. Didn't know how else to comment.
Zolta just laughed out loud in her sleep.
I'm gonna sleepwalk my way to the bathroom real quick.
If this conversation's going to keep going for much longer, I'm going to do the same.
Varuna, take your legend point.
Oh, I
Wow, that was amazing. All right, you've done everything. You can start leaving.
I'm not sure that we've explored the Goron city well enough.
Oh God.
You sure you want to go down this path?
Is this the hill we want to die on today, y'all?
I think she's just stalling until someone gets back from the bathroom.
That, and also because the more I stall, the less likely we'll start into Zolta's backstory this episode. Or
Oh, I don't
the
care
next
about
one.
that, Zolta. We can keep going.
I don't think we're getting there today in general because there's a lot to get into before we even hit that, apparently.
Famous
We've
last
also
words.
been very off the rails. It's been great.
Have we been off the rails or have we just continued on our path?
We figured out a way, maybe, to get to the power realm.
So anyway, going across the country basically is going to take a few weeks. So on this journey, obviously you guys are going to be traveling. I'm going to let everyone kind of pick a task or something they want to do while you're traveling. Could be building something new, trying a new power, whatever. But just something to do on your downtime down there. We're not going to role play the entire trip.
Day one.
I'm going to go ahead and just say that this entire time is you for me figuring out that new stat.
Mhm.
Because only used it once. Clearly didn't go well, but like I now have it. I'm going to use it.
And we just hope that nobody dies from dysentery.
This game suddenly becomes the Oregon
Every
Trail
day
for
that
no reason.
that Pierre like tries to figure it out, especially towards the beginning, Iruna just gets a headache. It's not explained.
Full on scanners.
Oh my God, yeah.
But it
What a
gets
blast.
better over time.
All right.
Zolta is going to be telling Larry a fake backstory.
I've already got one fake backstory written for Zolta.
I mean, I shared a fake, the reproductive.
Yeah, I know exactly how Zora reproduces.
behaviors. Yep. So Zolta's just going to be more in like that vein of things. And basically, on top of the fact that they live in water, try and just convince Aruna that we have no interest in going to any Zora village whatsoever through her conversation with Larry.
That's funny that you think he'll get subtlety.
I was about to say, yeah, I see what you're trying to do. It's not going to work, but I appreciate you
A
trying.
subtle way to get him
Look.
to not understand a single thing you're
Here's
doing.
the thing.
Goddamn right.
Aruna still thinks that young Zora are cannibalistic monsters. So
Well, of course I do. That's how it works.
turned out really well.
My favorite thing about this is Aruna. Last time I checked, I don't know how you done your points, but Aruna was as smart as Cass
Yeah.
when this started.
It's a
When
strong
this
contender.
started,
for-
No.
yes.
Smart and social, like smart and like social
It's
prowess.
like the difference
are
between
very
intelligence and wisdom in D&D. Like,
Like I know some very smart people who do not understand very blatant innuendo.
Mhm. And see, Zolta
I
has a pretty
resemble
decent
that
presence.
statement.
Zolta's presence is pretty high, so she can act out some of these things pretty well. She's convincing.
So anyway, Kess, I mentioned it's going to take you guys a few weeks to go across the country. So we're not going to role play the entire thing out. Just you'll have some downtime going down, so you can decide what you want to use that, whether it's building something new, modifying Babool, whatever you want. We're not going to role play the entire trip.
I think most of her things will be like, ooh, because I can talk to Bull back at base, basically, right?
Yeah, as long as you're in this realm, it's direct.
I'm gonna spend a lot of like our downtime, and also just our walking time, because I can have conversations, asking him about the intricacies of like mechanics, because he actually has access to all of it, and being like, all right, so in theory, if I wanted to do this, how would that work? And taking notes.
Kess is turning into Dr. Sung. Just
Okay, not
waiting
that I'm gonna build a death ray. I won't. But
she will.
if I wanted to,
Tune into the end game.
what would the theoretic like mechanics be behind that,
Hypothetically
given this-
speaking, if I did this, what happens?
I once had the most amazing conversation with one of my dearest friends, and I told him that he might be the only true neutral person I've ever met, and he was like, how am I true neutral? I resent that. Like I'm a very morally good person. And I was like, dude, you once literally worked out if you were going to make, I can't remember what weapon it was, but essentially a death ray, how it could be done. And he's like, yeah, but like I'm not gonna build it. Like what people do with that knowledge is not, I hear it now. Like, what people do with that is not my, I hear it now.
What people do with the? Oh, okay, fine.
It was just like the mid stop of like, I hear it now. Okay.
Fair point. Proceed.
Love that man. That personage. Anyway.
Who are we
Iruna,
talking about again? I
That
missed the.
Oh,
What?
that's my friend Joe. Oh, what were we talking about prior to?
So anyway,
I'm not a scientist, friend. Anyway.
Iruna's gonna make sure that his projectile blastmaster functionality is consistent.
okay. So everyone's gonna roll to get their to see how well they do.
On all these things?
Yeah. So we'll start with Zulta. What are you doing over this?
I am weaving a tale for Larry
Oh, yeah.
and for Aruna to overhear.
Go ahead and make a presence check. Hopefully better than your last.
24.
Not bad. Just for ease, over the next couple weeks before our next session, feel free to write down your story, and we can just email it to Elias, and that will be what Aruna now
Accepts as truth.
Okay.
But we
Someone
have to
remind
then
me-
dramatically read it in the stream while we're continuing.
Yeah,
I got
someone
you
pl-
guys.
Yeah, someone please remind me though, because if you don't, I'm going to end up just sending over my paper about colorblind casting practices. So,
I actually would be interested in reading a paper on colorblind casting.
I'll hit you up when it's ready.
Aruna, make me a logic check.
Logique. I'm actually going to use a legend point on this because he really wants it to work well. Wait, a legend point. There we go. Didn't matter. 20.
Okay. Over the course of the few weeks, you master the projectile nature of it, and with a 20, you can add one other feature to the blast patch.
Sick.
I'll let you decide on that between games. Kess, make me a learning check.
I am also going to use one of them legend things, because why not? Oh, 13, I suck.
You
Wait,
got a 1.
Wait.
Wait.
I'm using a reroll.
Wait.
Go for it. You rolled an 8 and a pair of 1s.
Ouch.
Makes me sad.
Just really quick, Jody. By feature, do you mean
Sure.
26! Thank God, that was worth it.
You
All
rolled
right,
a
Kes-
17 on one of your 10s.
So we'll get you in just a second, Kess. Well, what was your
I was just
question?
by feature for Blast Basher. Did you mean another property or another Bane?
I'll let you
Okay.
decide.
Cool.
If you wanted to do something different, you can. If you wanted to get better at doing something, you have to have a logical reason on how it would do that.
Okey-doke.
So, Kess, over the trip, you discuss a lot of theoretical things. Before the next game you can join us for, I'd like you to just make a list of, let's say, 13 different items that you've come up with basic ideas for.
Okay.
If you want to make them, there will still be roles involved in everything.
Yeah.
But you have the basic idea of 13 items, or the 46.
13 schematic concepts. Yeah.
Pierre,
Yeah.
what were you going to do on the the press? Yeah,
Figure out the pre-science.
yeah. Go ahead and
Roll for it.
yeah. Wow,
I'm
I
gonna-
cannot do this.
I'm gonna go ahead and just add a legend point to it and just hope and pray. 24. How's that?
Okay.
Perfect.
Give me a second.
That's fine.
What a tense moment.
Using this, just getting used to it. You have started to be able to not just get a feeling, but you get these very brief glimpses into the future. So the precognition boon, you can now access the power level 5 version of it. You still have to roll high enough to reach it, but if you use that boon, you can go up to power level 5.
Okay, so precognition. Would help if I could.
We'll deal with that between games.
Okay. But I'm just gonna I'm just
You-
gonna go ahead and just put it in there because I'm gonna forget if I don't have it in
Yep.
there.
That's fine. So with that, since we have a couple really hard outs, as you all travel, you get closer and closer to the end of your journey, and hopefully finding out more of the cause of everything that's happened to you. And with that, that is where we will end this episode of Realms of the One. Again, thank you so much to everybody that shows up. This show really is incredibly different because of the audience. Like, you guys make a direct impact on the game. It's really awesome. As always, if you missed any of the episode, it's on twitch.tv/Zelda Universe TV. Just go to the videos. All of our old episodes are there. And otherwise, don't forget, Elias is doing a randomizer tournament run in a couple hours, right?
2 p.m. Pacific.
About a little over 3 hours from now.
Okay.
Let's see if I know the
So-
channel yet.
And
Follow him on Twitter to find out.
It will not be
Yeah.
probably tweeted, but
And tomorrow, Leah is actually streaming. So please check out both of these people. Kiri keeps putting awesome stuff on her YouTube channel. So if you haven't seen that, she's been doing stuff about the Lore Olympics, which is a webcomic, and deals a lot with psychology and relationships and abuse. It's really interesting. And you just did one about character
creation.
right?
We are constantly talking about psychology and how to make better characters, essentially, is my goal, whether I'm talking about other characters or how to create your own.
did you bring up Kess in the video?
I didn't actually.
You
Well, a
should
little
do it
bit.
in the new series.
I was
So-
focusing mostly on LARP because I had people ask specifically for that.
Wow, I see what our priorities are.
So definitely
Well then,
check out that.
with my audience, yes.
Not only because LARP is cool, but creating interesting characters for RPGs in general is fun, first of all, and is really helpful to the GM or the DM.
I did briefly mention Realms of the Wild, actually, because I originally started out with naming her Cass, and then it did not fit anymore.
And then I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/trainerjody, and I'm making mostly D&D content. I've been reviewing and doing in-depth dives into various D&D classes and unearthed arcana stuff. I'll be making a new video maybe tonight or tomorrow, so check that out as well. I am, I think I'm 8 away now, or 18, I can't remember, from 300 subscribers. So that would be really
Nice.
cool.
Oh wow, you have way more than me. Cool.
I've
Congrats.
been doing this for 6 years, and I have
Damn.
less than 300 subscribers. Not quite as impressive as it sounds.
Hey, it's a hard hustle, man. That algorithm bites.
Yep.
So anyway,
I also
Yeah.
do things.
oh
I
yeah,
have
I
because
completely
everyone's
forgot about Alex.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Alex.
sorry.
You exist.
I mean, you know what? So be my life at this point.
I also
You were
do
in the
things.
Newsies.
Yeah.
I too
and
am
then
here.
depression and anxieties are here. So Bert and I have been playing Lego Star Wars on stream, which has been very fun. And then I've been doing a lot of back end work for Zelda Universe, doing some stuff. We're starting some prep into 2020. Doing review things, Elias.
Yeah, behind the scenes work, not back end work. They're very different.
Behind the scenes work. I don't code. There you go. Fine. Happy?
I think there was a euphemism in there as well, but yes.
That too, yeah.
I was
Sure.
more thinking about they were going to improve the Zelda universe interface.
I
which
mean,
I
that's
assume
that's
is
That
happening.
is happening,
Lies.
just not from Alex.
I don't want to touch anything. I will break it, but I do some things, and I will be tweeting lots about Disney Plus and Mandalorian things. So if you want to follow all that stuff, Luca_Starks on the Twitch and the Twitter and the Instagram. Also on YouTube occasionally, but I do like no YouTube stuff anymore. So follow me on those.
Awesome. So again, that's all for me today, and I'll see you guys next time. All right.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Goodbye.
Until next time.